Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to get your game popular on Roblox. So there are many ways to do this, but for example, if you have a game, what you want to do, the first important thing is come up with a good title. Like right now I have a pretty decent title, and then something else really important to do is have a good icon for it. My icon isn't that great, but I suggest making an icon with Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, then there are many online programs that you can do that are similar to Photoshop. Just search like online Photoshop or something on Google, and then you can find some. But in your game, it's good to have. Well, it's first of all, you want your statistics to always save in your game, because that's like a major thing for games, and you want to make sure it's decent. Like there are so many tutorials on YouTube on how to make simulator games, but yeah, so once you have a game and everything, how you get it popular is, so if you have everything and it looks like a pretty good real game, make sure you have a description that actually describes it, kind of. And also, how you get it popular is how I got my games popular. Like, I don't really make games anymore, but I used to have a game, and it has about 300 or 400,000 visits in total, I think. But what I did to start it off is just ask your friends to come play it and invite them, and then if you get people on, it's good to have some kind of invite system in your game that will reward people for inviting others. But if you don't have that, or you don't know how to do that, then something that will always work 100% is if you go to create and then you go to user ads, and then you make an advertisement for your game. And advertisements are pretty easy to make. Again, you can make it with Photoshop and stuff, but the sizes for advertisements, I forgot exactly how much it is, so I'm going to go to one of my groups that has no games so that I can look at the ads. So actually, that's the wrong page. So you have to go to your game under, I'm just going to use this as an example. And then if you press advertise, then advertise will run advertisements on all platforms on the sides. Like you see how I have 2 Roblox ads right there. So then that will make it appear there. Now, advertisements, in my opinion, are the best way to advertise it, but you can also sponsor it, which this one, sponsoring, is only good if you have an insanely good thumbnail. Like, I'm talking about a thumbnail as good as maybe like Mad City or Jailbreak or something, because if you see while I'm scrolling, there's a sponsored game, so it says sponsored ad right there, so that's what I mean by sponsored. But sponsoring, usually the click rates are about 0.5%, while with ads, if you have a good ad, it can be anywhere from 3 to 8%. So ads are way better. And there's also one more thing that you can do to test if it's a good time to advertise your game. Now, the best time to advertise your game is on either Friday or Saturday, Friday after school or Saturday in the morning, because on the weekend, most people are going to be online, so more people will see it. So if I go back to the catalog, or to create, and then you can see I advertised one of my games. I advertised that one, and so I sponsored it too, but for sponsoring, you have to have a really good professional icon or a really good title, because usually people don't really click on sponsored ads. But hope this video is kind of helpful. Make sure to subscribe, join the Discord and ROBLOX group link in the description. Follow me on Twitter, also in the description. Buy some clothing if you can. And try out my game Lettuce Simulator, this one right here. It's going to be linked in the description too. Quick shout out to all my channel members. Currently, there's 4. If you want to see your name on this list, all you have to do is press the join button to the left of the subscribe button, and your name will be on this next video. So shout out to all of them. And if you have any more tips for getting games popular, put them in the comments, and I might add them in the description or pin your comment or something. So, anyways, see you on the next video. Bye, YouTube.